Hi everybody, welcome to my series of folk magic and witchcraft, and today I am going to be demonstrating and talking about love. Well, just love spells, so the classic love spell, you know. Now there are many different ways to do this, however I can give you some recommendations, the best times to do love spells. Now in terms of working a love spell, the best time to do it is when the moon is waxing, is when the moon is getting bigger, it's when it's growing to the full moon, so therefore you can make that person's feelings towards you grow as the moon grows. Magica sympathia, sympathetic magic. Now, the day of Venus traditionally is a Friday as well, so a Friday is always a good time to do this. Another thing that works as well and is really good, look up the hours. I do this quite a lot. I look up the planetary hours. So for instance, if I want to work a love spell, I'll do it on a Friday in the hour of Venus. You can easily find this online. Just type in Friday hour of Venus, you know, stuff like that, and there'll be calendars that will give you planetary hours, because each hour will goes under a different planetary hour. So we do a lot of work with planetary magic. Plus it adds power as well, you know. Now, I'm going to be demonstrating a love spell today that is known in folk magic and folk witchcraft. It's a very old spell, and it involves Leongyun. It involves the onion, and it involves pins. Now, traditionally this spell, what you do is, you have this onion, and traditionally the spell is, you pierce the onion and you say, I pierce this onion. Scrap that. Do not say that. Right, total brain fart there, sorry. So as you pierce the onion, you say, it is not this onion I wish to prick, but the heart of Joe Bloggs. And you do it again. It is not this onion I wish to prick, but the heart of Joe Bloggs. You can even make it rhyme as well. It is not this onion I wish to prick, but the heart of Joe Bloggs I wish to stick. You know, something like that. As well, you don't have to use that incantation as well. You can say something, you know, I mean, if a guy out there is genuinely called Joe Bloggs and comes knocking on my door, I'm sorry. You know, Joe Bloggs, may you think of me. May you not eat without me, may you have no sleep without me. Joe Bloggs, as I prick this onion, I prick your heart, so that you may constantly think of me. It is not this onion I wish to prick, but the feelings of Joe Bloggs I wish to stick. Now, before you do this, sorry, getting excited, that onion spell, which with it's not the onion I wish to prick, but the heart of such and such I wish to stick, that is a very old traditional folk spell. However, we're going to add a bit of a twist on this. Now, do not try to substitute this in any way, shape or form. Do it unmolested. Do not try to alter it or change it or have a substitute. It's going to work because it is set on the waxing moon. It has to be set then when the moon is waxing. It has to be on the day of Venus, which is a Friday, and it has to be within the hour of Venus. Okay, and that you can't change that. That is a spell, and you just leave it at that. Do not substitute it. Do it exactly as I tell you. So waxing moon, hour of Venus, day of Venus. Very strict there, sorry. But I think that a lot of people these days tend to substitute a lot of spells. And I think that's, you know, sometimes you have to, needs must. But with some spells, I think some people just get lazy and they don't put enough effort into it. And the thing is, the more effort you put into a spell, the more effort you want it to happen. You know, the more effort and the more intent you put into that spell, the more it will work, because you're putting more energy into it. Now, on the floor, you have to draw around you a massive circle and put this. This is the fourth pentacle of Venus. There you are, I'll just show you that there. This is from a grimoire, Jeez, what's a grimoire? This is from a grimoire known as the Seals of Solomon. And this fourth pentacle of Venus, I'll just read it, y'all. I'm getting very tongue-tied today, I'm sorry. Fourth pentacle of Venus. Of great power, this forces any person the owner desires to come to him or her. This pentacle, I can speak from experience, is extremely powerful. Very, very powerful. Does work as well. Now, you're going to draw in chalk a mass that on the floor, massive, and you're going to sit in the middle of it. Go to silverhoofs.com, www.silverhoofs.com, seals. Write it in Google because somebody asked me where there was a website where they could get all the different seals. So this will be it. It was silverhoofs.com, okay? And this is a shout out to Levi as well. So anyway, as we were saying, now you do this Saturn circle when the moon is waxing. You do it in the hour of Venus. You do it in the fourth pentacle of Venus, right? So go to that website and draw a massive one on the floor. Okay? And you sit in the middle of the floor. You have your onion. A good thing to do as well, if you have maybe a marker, you could write the person's full name around the onion. That works. And then you get your pins. With pins as well, I use headed pins. So for instance, I have this whole array of different pins. I have pink for romance and love. I have red for lust. I have yellow for success, white for blessings, green for healing, and black for, well, you get what I mean. And black for cursing and hexing. Now, again, so you sat in your pentacle, and with the person's full name around it. Word of advice as well, do not dig the pin completely in. Don't do this because I'll tell you why. Do it a tiny bit, so it's just sticking out. Literally like that. And again we say, it is not this onion I wish to prick, but the heart of Joe Bloggs I wish to stick. May he have thoughts of me. And say, you know, say what you want to happen to this person. Again, this isn't subtle, this isn't, I don't want to use the term fluffy bunny, but it's not a spell that's going to be subtle. It's love magic. It is very controlling. It's, you know, not all love magic is very controlling, but for me, personally, it works better being controlling because you're controlling, you are bewitching that person. So it needs to be a bit aggressive, a little bit, you know, not like you don't want to hurt the person, you know, but it needs to be like, may you have no sleep without me. May you have no food without me. May you not be able to, you know, focus without me. May you constantly think of me, Joe Bloggs. You know, just really focusing and imagining that person. Then after that, I would recommend sticking 13 pins into the onion around. Again, not all the way in, just hanging out a bit. Okay, then what you are going to do is you are going to get a pot, you're going to fill it with compost or dirt, and you're going to put your onion in the bottom, and then you're going to bury it, and then you bury it, and then you will water it. And each time you water this, right, as I said, be careful, only put it in, the pins in a little bit, because if you put it all the way in, you're going to kill it. You're going to kill the onion and stop it from growing. So, as you water this onion and water it, you know, water it however much. I'm terrible with plants, but, you know, water it. But each time you water it, say, sweet, you know, say something like, I don't know, like a statement of intention. Again, you know, it is not this heart, it is not the onion I wish to grow, but the feelings that Joe Bloggs will have for me. You know, it's not this onion I wish to grow. May the feelings Joe Bloggs have for me grow too. You know, as this onion grows, so shall... Oh, that's a good one. That's a better one. As this onion grows, so shall the feelings of Joe Bloggs grow too for me. You know, and you water that and you keep putting your intent. Of course, the root's going to grow because onions grow really easily. I've actually found a couple of onions that have just grown in our drawer and sprouted. And we've had them, obviously, I've been like, oh, God, we've had them a long time, but they grow really easily. So as the shoot grows, the person's feelings will grow for you. So that is a spell for love. That's to win the affections of another. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you all learn a lot from that. Leave your comments underneath, like, subscribe, and yeah, over and out.